Alright guys, day 2, oil pan change. And here we are. I just want to show you this little lineup I've got here. This is what came off of my truck. So as you can see, it's a 2-piece plastic lower, aluminum upper, and here's the oil pickup tube. So it sits just between these notches here, just like that. About like that, underneath the motor. I put this on last night just to protect the motor from any wildlife, bugs, wasps, whatever. I don't want something crawling up on the motor, so I put it up there with 3 screws, and you see it collected up oil. Here's the 2019 that we took off a few weeks ago. And you can see here's the layout. So I just want to go ahead and show you guys. When I went to go put this one on last night, just as I was tidying up and rain was coming, I did have to go ahead and unbolt the oil pickup tube. The reason why is it is actually longer. You would think not, but it actually is longer. So let's do this. I'm going to try to not make a mess here. So with that lined up, you can't really see it in the video. There you go. There's a better shot. So I have these two lined up perfectly, just like that. You can see it is slightly taller. And it just, you're going to have to get a new pickup tube. So hopefully the part number will be available to you guys somewhere. Oh, there it is. We'll try to link it in the description as well for you guys. But like I said, this came off of my 2019 motor that I've got sitting there. There's a 17 in the back and then a 19 right there in the front. And took this off in preparation to use it. So that 17 came with a brand new aluminum billet lower. I'm going to go ahead and use it. And the 19 pickup tube. So yeah, that way I can put the 19 oil pan back on and just be aware that it doesn't have a pickup tube. But other than that, we are about to do the final wipe down of the motor, the oil pan, do the RTV, and get ready to put it on. So let's get on it, guys. So I came up with the niftiest way to get in some of these really tight, hard to reach places, because getting the oil gasket completely removed, the RTV, from these hard to reach places is kind of a pain in the butt, and this keeps it at the proper angle so you don't gouge the block at all. Give it a shot, break a blade in half, and use a little pair of channel locks or vice grips like this, and it just works like a champ. It's amazing. Alright guys, these are the bolts. We're going to put up the new pickup tube, or it's actually the old one. Kind of doing this in the rain today, which ain't fun, but doing the best I can. So I've got all the surface prepped and clean. Whoa. Check, make sure nothing got in there. Alright, so it accidentally shut off when I set the camera down. Awesome. Alright, getting these little bad boys in. Must just exercise patience. So we already got everything kind of cleaned up. We're going to go through and wipe it down one last time right before I actually put the oil pan up. If anything, I might do a dry run of test fan to make sure there's no obstructions or anything before I actually have the RCB on there. We're going to tighten these down. We're going to tighten them down to 89 inch-pounds. That is it. Does not take much. Let's make this easier. Set you guys down here. It's just an 8mm bolt. I'm started by hand. Line them up and give them, that's all it takes. I'm gonna get this up. There it is, fully installed. Like I said, I'm gonna probably do a dry run first, put the oil pan up just to make sure that I don't have any obstructions when I actually go to slide in. So let's do that real quick. Alright guys, so we're at that point. We're about to install the oil pan. As you'll see, it's got the drippings in it. I'm not concerned about that. It's mostly the actual surface we're going to keep clean. It's going to get oil in it anyways, but as long as the surface contact with the motor contact, both of them are clean, the RTV can do its adhesion and set up for probably a whole day before I actually go ahead and let it rip. I just want to go through and give you guys all the part numbers first. So here is your high performance RTV, and on the back you're going to see the part number TA-357. So that is what we're going to use for RTV. The chemicals that Ford Tech Maculoco used in here, I could not find the exact same one on the brake parts cleaner. I do believe the part number on his was PM4A. So this one has been updated. I don't think they sell that other one anymore, but either way, this one should work just fine. We're also going to have the engine shampoo and degreaser. So it's just part of the Ford process. This one is ZC-20. There's that. Also the metal prep wipes. I was able to score a container of this for about 70 bucks instead of 255 like he said, but either way, the part number for it. So we get that ZC-31B. So And I put it in the container. I did open it just to verify that it was wet and they were fresh. So I put it in a double Ziploc just to make sure that that didn't go bad. So now we're going to take care of the oil pan itself. We're going to go ahead and do the wipe down with the lint-free cloth just like he did in the video. And moving forward, I only have one wipe though, so I got to be cautious with this. Alright guys, so if you wanted to save any money during this process, you could probably skip the shampoo engine degreaser and also skip the metal prep wipes, just because it's not really reasonable to spend $200 something on a package of cleaners that you may only use once. If you could buy a couple off a shop, that would be great, but you could skip those. The RTV and the brake parts cleaner are the most important, and I would say just because they know what chemicals they're using and what works for their product. The most important part of the whole process is when you place this oil pan where it goes is to make sure not to contact any surface that's contaminated or to smear the RTV. Alright guys, so that is all the bolts in. They're all just slightly snug, not really tight. We did go ahead and use this one just above the oil pan, so that is the actual motor boss itself. Tightened it up, went ahead and snugged these up after tightening up one here at the top. Right here, I don't know if you can see it. It's facing backwards, so it's facing towards the transmission. But those two are attached to the motor and will draw the gap closed. So you can go ahead, and what that's doing is squishing this to the front timing chain cover. Now we can go up there and take care of those 4 bolts. Because I'm kind of racing the clock out here, I do hear thunderstorms in the distance. Again, backyard mechanic. What I'm doing is using my camera just like this, because I can't get up here and see. When I'm looking back from here, my phone's right here, so it's allowing me to see directly in, just like this. So finding the hole, put my finger on it, and then I can do this. Got it started. That's all it takes is patience. Whether you hear thunderstorms in the distance, or the sun's baking down on you, or the cold wind's blowing, crack a cold one and just enjoy it. There we go. More to go. These are those 13mm bolts. There we go. I was able to sit and watch that one this time. It's so tight underneath here. We're going to tighten these down to 35 foot-pounds. So here we have the PDF downloaded on the phone. We check it. Basically, I'm trying to follow it to a T. So 1 through 9, which is basically, no, actually 1 through 14 minus 10. 10 bolt being this oddball shoulder one. The rest are basically 1 through 14. So that one stands off on its own. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just kind of work our way out. Alright guys, so a very big tip for you on this is, I know you're racing the clock and you feel extreme pressure just from the RTV drying. It won't dry that fast, just a heads up for you. You want to make sure to do this process correctly, do it right the first time, do not race anything. It's just you and a couple of bolts. Follow the pattern and you'll be totally okay. With that being said, make sure to check the PDF file that I have linked in the description. It's there, follow to a T, and it will save you guys so much time in the future and headache, because that's the entire goal, is to have this thing leak free and for you to enjoy it for many more miles to come. Alright guys, that is it. It's completely bolted down all the way around, torqued down to spec. Got that nice tacky little bit here. We have a lot of humidity out today, so that might be a factor in this drawing. We're gonna see. Hopefully it was a success story, but from now we're going to just reassemble everything. I have thunderstorms coming in the distance, some of you can hear them, so for right now what I'm probably going to do is just go ahead and finish bolting up the transmission, tighten it up to the motor just to make sure that this does adhere correctly. Beyond that, I'll probably come back and finish this up tomorrow, because we're going to have to put everything else back together. one step at a time. This is muy importante. Don't you guys forget to plug this back in. You take it out by pinching on them little tabs. You're gonna move it. Oh, that hurt. Grab my sphincter. There we go. Just push it right back in. It would just suck to do all this work and forget something as crucial as that. Ooh, you hit a funda. Yep, there we go. So far, so good. Come back together. Got the transmission bolted all the ways down. 35 foot-pounds on all of these, including the ones to the oil pan. Don't be afraid. It's not a baby. This one, couldn't I get the torque wrench on, just because the angle with the trans line, so let's give it a good walloping of, there you go, good, we'll do it. You guys know what I'm talking about. Got those little bastards torqued down. Go back to work on the rest. That's it. It's been over a month since I did the oil pan swap on the truck, and there's no leaks. I've been under there several times. Everything's tip-top shape. The very first day that I took it for a test drive, I did hear some extra rattles, and that had me like panicked. Got back under there, realized that I had tightened down one of the 3 skid plates slightly kind of on top of each other in a way that it was loose, so going down the driveway, it was tacking along, and it gave that extra rattle. So if you follow Macu Loco's video, and if you watch this video all the way through, and you'll see I'm just a backyard mechanic. I managed to get it done DIY style on the dirt, just a couple of yellow ramps and a handful of tools. If I can do that, and you guys have a driveway, you're absolutely miles ahead of me on capability. Like, there's no reason to take this to a dealership and have them charge, you know, $2,500 and have it for 6 weeks just to do an oil pan. It took me 3 days. And then in consideration, do it yourself, guys. Save yourself some money. Subscribe to this channel. Please stick around. We're growing at an exponential rate, and I can't do it without you guys. I love every single one of you. Thank you for giving a thumbs up. I love working on cars. I'm a DIY kind of person, and if I can do this at home, then, you know, if I believe in doing it at home and saving that kind of money, I just want to pass it on to you guys. I absolutely just want to help you guys do the exact same thing. I'm OCD about cars, and I don't want to take it to a dealership, so I'm going to pass that power on to you. Thank you guys so much for all this love and support. Thank you for everything you do for this channel, and thanks for sticking around. We'll catch you guys in the next one.